V-Tuf have asked me to review some of their products. This is one of the products they want me to review. It's the V-Tuf V1 DIY pressure washer. Now, it's classed as a portable pressure washer because it is very portable. It's light, it's easy to move around. You can store just about everything on the pressure washer when you're carrying it around as well. And so far I'm very impressed with the way it's been designed. It's got a 5-meter high-vis cable, a 5-meter high-vis pressure hose. There's the gun and the lance with 4 quick-release nozzles. The nozzles are 0 degrees, 15 degrees, 25 degrees and 40 degrees, and they just give varying spray patterns, and I'll demonstrate them later on in the video. It also comes with a turbo nozzle, and these are all quick release nozzles, which means to actually put them on and remove them is a very quick process. They're all held on the lance extension, and this is made out of rubber, which gives them a very solid friction fit. So there's no way these things are going to fall out of the lance extension, which I think is very handy as well. It also comes with a quick release foam cannon, which is very handy, and I'll demonstrate that later on in the video. Looking at the back of the machine, it's got an operating pressure of 70 bar, maximum pressure 105 bar, flow 5.5 litres per minute, maximum flow 6.8 litres per minute. It's got a 1400 watt motor, so it's nearly 2 horsepower. So what I'm going to do now is we'll take it outside and we'll see what this thing is capable of. I've already connected the high pressure hose to the gun. It says it's important that you don't get kinks in this. So the high pressure hose goes into the back of the machine. You push that into that metal inlet like so until the lip reaches the inlet, and then just screw it in, and the O-ring seals it. So it only needs to be hand tight, that's fine. So that's a high pressure hose fitted. The water hose just clips into the front there like so, and then I'll plug the machine in. I'll put an extension lead on that allows it to reach the outside of the window there, so we can see how long the reach is. The water's connected. I'm going to turn the water on. I'll screw the extension onto the gun. Only needs to be hand tight. Now I'm going to actually press the trigger until we've got rid of all the air, which looks fine there. So that's the gun primed. So that's it up to pressure. Nice and quiet actually, I'm impressed with that. So that's me ready to go. So for me, let's have a see how many paces it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 paces. And now what I'm going to do is demonstrate each of the nozzles to show you what they look like in use and what sort of a spray pattern they give. So as I showed you before, changing the heads is easy. I've got the 0 degree head now. I've just clipped that in place, and now it's ready to go. 0 degrees. Now you can see just how narrow that is. That's the highest pressure that this machine will deliver. So I'm going to take that one off. 15 degrees. So this is now going to be a fan. $25 degrees next, which is the green one. And then last but not least, we've got the 40 degrees, which is the lowest pressure it will deliver. So you can see easily the difference between those nozzles. And my favourite one, and the one that I use all the time, I always have done, and I have got lots and lots of area to cover, is the turbo nozzle. I always use the turbo nozzle. I don't use a patio cleaner or a fixed spray. I use the turbo nozzle. So I'll try that now. Now that is much more aggressive than the other nozzles, much more aggressive. Now I don't know whether that shows up on the video, but this is actually removing the weeds, and pressure washers will do that. If you get close enough to them and you've got enough pressure, they will remove the weeds, but what they don't do is get rid of the roots. You need to be aware of that because they'll grow back again. I think the other thing that I should mention is that I've used no chemicals on this. You might find you get a much better result if you use a chemical beforehand and give it a bit of a rinse down with some detergent. But that's something I've never done, and these are particularly bad. I don't think I've ever seen them as bad as this before. So this is quite an arduous task for one of these things to perform. Anyway, I'll just continue filming this. So this is one of my other pressure washers, and this delivers 140 bar, but it's 220 pounds. Yes, there is definitely an improvement there, but at the same time, it still hasn't cleaned it perfectly. So it's horses for courses. Certainly these are very bad slabs. They're in a very bad state. Most people won't be dealing with this. I think for most people the V1 will be fine, to be quite honest. It just depends how bad things are, how much you're dealing with, and how much money you've got, really, I suppose. Drains. Now notice it's lifting the paint off that pipe. Yeah, that's brilliant. For jobs like this, it's absolutely brilliant. It cleans these in no time. So now I'm going to pressure wash the car, and unfortunately I forgot to record the volume on this, but you can see it's in a bit of a state. I'm going to use a detergent, so I'll use a foam cannon, give it a good squirt down, and then wash it off, and we'll see what it looks like when it's finished. So I've got the foam cannon set on maximum density, and I've used the manufacturer's recommended dilution strength. Now I don't think that's particularly good foam, but you can see that it is definitely foam and it is covering the car quite easily. Now one thing that I don't demonstrate on this is the actual fan itself. You can make it a wider fan or more narrow, and you can also change the orientation of it by rotating the end of the foam cannon. So I've left it for about 5 minutes, and now I've just put the 25-degree nozzle on, and I'm going to rinse it down with a 25-degree nozzle, and you can actually see where I've gone over with that nozzle, and you can see the line of date on the car if you look closely. But I think personally that it will work better on a smaller nozzle, so I'm going to change the nozzle. So you can clearly see the line there where it's been rinsed with a nozzle and where it hasn't. But I'm going to put a smaller nozzle on now, the 15-degree, and then continue with that one. So this is at 6 times normal speed so that we don't spend too long on the video. It's already very long. And I'm just rinsing the car off now using the 15-degree nozzle. So I'll rinse all the car off and then we'll see what it looks like. So that's me finished the car, and it is definitely better than it was when I started. It's certainly got all the grime off it. The car looks like it's in desperate need of a polish to me, to be quite honest. That's something it's just never going to get, unfortunately. Luckily, I've got a piece of outside furniture that's been out the entire winter, and for this I'm going to use a turbo nozzle. Well, that is definitely an improvement. I hope I've covered everything that you would want me to cover in this review. One thing I forgot to mention, by the way, is that this gun allows you to swivel the lance round, and it'll just go around 360 degrees, no problem at all. I forgot to mention that. But hopefully I've covered everything that you want me to cover now. I've got to say it's a little bit unfair comparing this machine to a much higher powered one, and it's horses for courses. I love the fact that it's so portable. It actually does do a reasonable job of cleaning the slabs. Most people's slabs will not be in anything like the state that mine are in. So for the vast majority of people, I think this would be fine. And to be quite honest, when I first started power washing many years ago, I used a pressure washer that was less power than this. So it will do a lot of the things, probably most of the things that you want it to, maybe even all the things that you want it to. It's horses for courses. If you want more power, you'll have to pay a lot more money for it. I love the way that everything fits on it and you can carry it around. It's quiet. Love the nozzles, love the turbo head, love the quick connection. That is just a pure joy. Now, as far as car cleaning and that sort of thing goes, I think it will be absolutely fine, but I do think you need to give it a rub down after you've put the detergent on. So as far as the outdoor furniture is concerned, that chair has not been washed for about 5 years, the one that I used, so that just will put that in perspective. And I honestly think if you use detergent first, this will perform a lot better. But I honestly think as well that it will do what most people want a pressure washer to do. I don't think there's any doubt about that. It just depends how far you want to go and how much money you want to spend. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the review. As I said, I'll be reviewing the V3 next, hopefully very soon. Thank you for watching and please take care. And don't forget to subscribe and like if you've enjoyed the video.